Next up, microscope parts and functions. Our diagram here has most of the parts listed for the compound light microscope. Starting at the top, we see the eyepiece, objective lenses, 1000x objective, mechanical stage, disc diaphragm, illuminator, fine focus, coarse focus, stage controls, and arm. The microscope stage is found in the middle of the microscope. This is the location where you're going to put your microscope slide for viewing. The eyepiece lens, or sometimes called the objective, can be found at the top of the microscope. This is the location where you're going to look into the microscope for viewing. Most of our microscopes have a revolving eyepiece, making it easy to share your microscope with your lab partner. The objective lenses are also found in the middle of the microscope above the stage. Most of our microscopes come with 2 or even 3 objective lenses. Each lens gives the viewer a different level of magnification. The shortest lens has the lowest magnification, often called a 4x objective. The medium-sized lens is often the 10x objective, with the longest being the 40x objective. There are 2 ways that are commonly seen on a microscope to hold the microscope slide. This microscope we're looking at has 2 stage clips. You can lift the stage clips up and place your microscope slide under the stage clip. Microscope slides can also be held into place using a mechanical arm. These arms are very convenient and make it easy to move around on your microscope slide. In order to use your microscope properly, you need an adequate light source. The light source is found at the bottom of the microscope, and on and off switches can be a roll bar or a flip switch found to the right, left, underneath the stage, or in front of the stage. The microscope's disc diaphragm is found directly underneath the stage. Rolling the circular disc underneath the stage allows for the user to determine how much light is going to come through the microscope and into their specimen. The coarse adjustment knob is found underneath the stage on the back of the microscope. This is the larger of the 2 round knobs found. The coarse adjustment is going to move the stage up and down, giving the viewer large changes in the field of view. The fine adjustment knob is similar to the coarse adjustment knob but smaller in size. The fine adjustment will move the stage up and down as well, but make smaller adjustments to the stage and field of view. Next up, using the microscope. After placing your microscope slide onto the stage, the first thing to do is to turn on the light. Once you have the light turned on, you're going to look through the microscope and make sure part of the slide that actually contains your specimen is visible through the eyepiece. Once you're able to see your specimen, you can start using the coarse adjustment knob to raise and lower the stage to put your object into focus. This clip here shows you what you might see when you're looking in the microscope under the 4x power. Once your microscope is in focus in 4x, you can move up to a higher power. In this case, we're moving to the 10x. Look through the microscope, through the eyepiece, adjust with the coarse adjustment knob until it is in focus. Once your specimen is in focus on the 10x, you can move the revolving objectives and move up to a higher power. In this case, we're going to be looking at the 40x. This clip is an example of what your specimen would look like through the 40x objective. Now finally, storing the microscope. When preparing to store your microscope, the first thing you'll need to do is turn off your light source. Next, lower the stage using the coarse adjustment. Make sure that you use the stage clips to remove your microscope slide. You can use the revolving objectives to make sure that the lowest power objective is in operation when storing your microscope. Remove the plug and wrap it securely around the base of your microscope. When picking up the microscope, it's important to use two hands, one hand firmly on the arm of the microscope and your second on the base.